Next one, fourth one, we have a check function. Correct, we have a check function. This check function used to click on the radio button and checkbox. Correct, check function used to check the checkbox or radio button. Check the checkbox or radio button. When we can use check method, supported elements. If the element is created input type equal checkbox, the checkbox element is created input type equal checkbox, then we can use check method to check the checkbox. For radio button, input type equal radio is present, then we can use check function will work. We can use check function to click on the checkbox or radio button. If the element is not created with this tag name and attribute, then we cannot use check function. We have to use click function to click on the checkbox and radio button. For example, here, see here, when you right click on this checkbox, correct, here we have checkbox, right click, inspect element, and make sure that the checkbox tag name, input, and one of the attribute should be present, type equal checkbox. If it is present, then we can use check method to click on this checkbox. Same for radio button, right click, inspect element, it should have input tag name and type equal radio attribute. If it is present, then we can use check function to check on the radio button. Now we'll write the code for this. I'll create a new spec file, 02 hyphen check function dot spec dot ts. I'll copy the test format. I'll paste it here. I remove all. Remove this. I'll mention check function. After open this application, I'm going to click on the female radio button. Correct. After open this application, I'm going to click on the female radio button. Then I'm going to click on the I agree to all the details. Now right click, inspect element on the female radio button. Here I can go with XPath with value attribute. I'm going to click on the female radio button with the XPath using value attribute. So here I'll take this value attribute. How do you write it? XPath by attribute / input tag name @ value equal female. One match font. I'll copy this. I'm going to write the Playwright code now. How do you write it? Await page dot locator. Then I'll pass this XPath value. Then this used to locate the female radio button. I'm going to click on the radio button using check function. The next one, I'm going to click on the checkbox. This checkbox, right click on this checkbox, inspect element. I can go with ID. I'll copy this ID value of the checkbox, and here await page dot locator. I'll pass the hash for ID, then ID value. Then I'm going to check the checkbox using check function. Now let's run the code. I'll copy the test method title. I'll mention it here. female radio button is clicked and then checkbox is selected. So here the script got passed. Before you are going to use check method, make sure that you need to check the element. For checkbox, input tag name type equal checkbox, and for radio button, input type equal radio. If this tag and attribute is present, then we can use check function, else we have to use click function only to click on the custom radio button and checkbox. Next one, fifth one, uncheck. Fifth one, uncheck function. This uncheck function used to uncheck the checkbox, used to uncheck the checkbox, not radio button. Manually you cannot uncheck the radio button, right? So automatically also you cannot do the radio button to uncheck. Uncheck function we can use for checkbox. If you want to use uncheck, the supported element tag name should be input and then attribute is a type equal checkbox. Now for example here, after click on the checkbox, wait for 5 seconds, then I am going to uncheck this. Uncheck. After uncheck, then again I will wait for 5 seconds. The seconds I am giving so that in the browser what operation it is happening we can see it. For execution we don't need to mention it. In the browser we want to see what operation is happening. For that purpose I am giving this to wait statement, because after click on the checkbox I want to wait for 5 seconds and see whether the checkbox is checked or not. Then after 5 seconds I am uncheck the checkbox, then I am waiting for 5 seconds to see whether the checkbox is unchecked. Let me rerun this test function. Now you can ask me, click on the checkbox using check function. Again if you use check function, it will be unselected or not. See here, I will use the check function again. So first time I am checking the radio button, female radio button, then I am checking the checkbox, waiting for 5 seconds, then again I am calling the check function. Alright, again I am calling the check function, and see here it won't uncheck the checkbox. It won't uncheck the checkbox. If you want to uncheck the checkbox, we have to use uncheck function. Same check function will check the checkbox. If already checkbox is checked, then it will ignore it. It will not uncheck. Check will do select the checkbox. Uncheck will unselect the checkbox.